September 10th, 2025 will be the day that Charlie Kirk died. And for those who don't know who Charlie Kirk is, he was the conservative activist and the co-founder and CEO of Turning Point USA. Today, Wednesday, he was shot at a Utah Valley University event doing his, usual bit of just talking to kids at universities, getting to talk with them, debating them, talking about, conservative values and stuff of that nature, and getting his side of the story, talking with young kids who don't get the other side of the political spectrum, only the left, which honestly is amazing. He was 31 years old. 31 years old. He was 6 years younger than me. And he was basically just talking to a young audience, talking about, talking about conservatism. Just talking about conservatism and Republicans and all that stuff. And somebody decided to say, hey, enough of that, and shoot him. Now, there's been rumors that this has been an assassination, this has been, a professional hit, and honestly, it's shocking a little bit. It is really shocking, because what Charlie Kirk did was just talk to people. Was debate him, talk to him. I don't care what your political views are about the guy. I don't really give a damn. He was not doing anything scary. He wasn't beating up kids. He wasn't bullying anybody. He wasn't shooting anybody. He was simply just talking to a young generation of adults about political views. And he asked them to debate him. He was opening up their eyes up to a new form of life. Yes, some of them are probably going to be still liberal. Who knows? Yes, maybe some of them are going to turn conservative. But the fact that this guy just went out there and talked, that was it. And he got shot for it. Now, what's really disgusting about this, and I want people to understand this before I say this, people were celebrating his death online. People were celebrating the fact that he got shot on TikTok. A lot of these leftist lunatics were screaming about this. They were talking about how great it is that he got shot and stuff like that and all this. He left behind 2 kids and a wife. 2 very young kids and a wife. That they will never grow up in a world where their dad doesn't exist anymore. They will grow up in a world their dad's not there anymore. Their dad will not be in that bed with their mom, and they are going to run in there and be happy to see them. They're going to live in a world where they can't have that anymore. Where they can't scream daddy and see their dad making them breakfast or something of that nature, and hugging them and going on vacations and stuff like that, and having dinners and stuff. We can't live in a world like that anymore. They can't live in a world like that anymore. Because somebody decided, I don't agree with you, instead of trying to come up with a better counter argument, like any normal fucking human being out there, you decided to put a bullet in his brain. And I know who the assailant is, and I'm not going to say it, but let's just say they are pretty deep in the state, but I'm not going to say much about that, again, because we're not going to get talking about conspiracy theory land. This is terrible, by the way. This is absolutely terrible. Not because a man died, but this is how political discord is going to go from now on. Oh, you're going to speak out against my political views? You're the enemy. You need to die. Really? So anybody who wears that red hat, anybody who wears a Trump shirt, anybody who remotely is, conservative, Republican, Christian, classic liberal, anybody who's not on the far left socialist nonsense. Look, I get it. Most people out there are crazy lunatics, and yes, you can talk down to them. You can try to communicate with them. You can try, but this is not right. I mean, look. In the past week, we had a stabbing on a train of a poor Ukrainian girl, which I will try not to pronounce the name again, but I think it's Ivana Zavak. I can't pronounce the name. I'm terribly sorry about that, especially to the girl. But I'm going to be honest with you too. It's scary. It's absolutely horrifying what we're going through right now in America. Everybody talks about a traumatic event this and a traumatic event that, but this is starting to turn hot every time. Like, look, and these motherfuckers who are celebrating this man's death, they don't know what they're pushing. They don't know what they're celebrating. Eventually, good, hard-working Americans, blue-collar Americans, people who work day in and day out, people who just want to make a living, people who just want to succeed in America, some people who just want to, just play video games. That's it. They just want to play video games. Some people who just want to just be normal. Normal life can't have that because we're going to be pushed closer to a civil war in this country. Eventually, somebody's going to keep pushing, fucking around, and then they're going to find out. These people are praying for a hot civil war. They have this delusion in their head. They're going to fight the Nazis. They're going to fight the villainous forces. And they're going to find out that they've been fucking around. They've been fucking around with some people. Now, granted, do I want war? No. You talk to most of these vets, and they'll explain to you why. They've seen the horrors of war. It's not fun. It's not cute. It's not exciting. It's not like the movies. It's not like the games. People die. People get their legs blown off. People get made. What's the word I'm looking for? Maimed. I mean, like, look. I'm not a great man, all right? I'm a dude in my robe talking to you. Usually I do this in the morning, talking about bullshit. I'm talking bullshit, but this is something scary here. There is something scary about, what's going on in this country. I mean, look. I'm not going to lie about this. Like, this is why you got to keep your rifle by your side. Like, these people, like, look, and I get it. People are, the middle ground people, the conspiracy theorists, like, the free thinker. Yeah, I'm on the fence, too, with you guys, too. But I'm, like, kind of keeping my nose to the ground. I'm not keeping my nose to the grindstone. I'm looking at all the angles going on here right now. Like, look, I get it. You're seeing this as, they're going to put in a more police state and stuff like that. But look who's fucking around and doing it. It's not the Republicans. It's not, conservatives. It's hell, I'll tell you this much, it's not libertarians. It's not even left-leaning libertarians. But I'm not trying to, provoke we need to fight these guys or not. We need to stop fighting. This is going to get worse before it gets better. This is going to get a hell of a lot worse. This is political violence. This is, you know what the definition of terrorism is? It's a use of political violence. This is terrorism. This assassination. Again, where's the left? And I have to talk about this because where's the left when they're talking about guns and stuff like that? And granted, I'm not here to talk about gun. Now I'm preaching about gun banning and shit like that. No, I'm not here to talk about that. No, I'm pro-gun, by the way. I'll always be pro-gun. But this, celebrating this guy's death, he was shot, by the way. And I still don't want to ban. I still don't want guns banned. I still don't want people to lose their rights to own a firearm. Why? Because Charlie Kirk wouldn't want that either. And I know I'm sounding like a sick fuck when I say that, but honestly, no. But you hear these people celebrating this man's death, and they're just like, yeah, he's been shot, whoop-de-doo, fuck you, asshole. All he did was argue with people. All he did was just argue. He didn't go out and shoot people. He didn't, bully people. He didn't terrorize neighborhoods, burn down black businesses like BLM. He didn't terrorize good working American people like Antifa, which exists and is a terrorist organization. It's not an idea. It's a fucking reality. This is the blame. This is evil. This is absolutely evil. And I know who did it. And I already said it. And, they're deep within the state. But, this is some scary shit going on right now. Like, these people are provoking a civil war. And, this guy was just talking. He has a t-shirt that says freedom. And yet was shot for talking about conservatism, for talking about pro-America. Small government, lower taxes. Good shit that helps people. Good shit, lower taxes, all that nonsense, all that good freedom. Hell, even gun rights. Gun rights too. Hey, maybe debate about marijuana. Maybe we can legalize it. Okay, well, fine, we're going to still work on that. And yet, I'm fucking terrified right about now, because now it's like it's gone to the point of let's just use violence. I've been seeing a lot of violence from the left. It's usually about kill Whitey, which, by the way, that guy who stabbed that young girl was saying, I got Whitey, I got that white girl, I got that white girl. Really? Really? There's no, there's no racism towards white people. There's racism towards white people. It's been going on for a while, and we're getting tired of it. We're all getting tired of all this bullshit. And you know what's something? I'm tired of everybody celebrating this man's death, too. I really am. I'm tired of everybody celebrating, conservatives getting shot when Trump was almost shot, or when this guy was almost killed. I'm tired of, and to quote, I don't know what else to say. This is scary. And I do feel bad for this, because Charlie Kirk, I didn't follow him a lot. I didn't listen to him a lot because he was in my age bracket. But, when he started out, he was just some guy, some kid, my age, around, let's see, I was 27, early 30s. No, he was younger than that, excuse me. If he was 31, he would have been I want to say he was 20 when he started. Somewhere in his early 20s. He was just some guy talking about conservatism and, Republican views and stuff of that nature, and yet now here we are, and they shot him. They shot him because he didn't say the right things. He didn't say the correct political things, and now you people are using violence against them. Hey, if you keep fucking around, you're gonna find out. Hey, ask DC about that. Ask Chicago soon enough about that. Ask Philadelphia if we get to that point. Ask any of these blue cities. Ask any of these libertarians out there. Not libertarians, excuse me. Ask any of these liberals out there if that, this guy, if this was worth this man dying. Look, I don't have a wife and kids. I don't have a decent future. I really don't. But at least I can respect somebody with a wife and kids. They won in life if they got that. They won. They absolutely won in life when they got a wife, kid, a husband, a wife, whatever, kids, a nice job, a nice house, the white picket fence, the American dream. I went for the other one. I went for Hollywood. I wanted to be an actor, but here I am. But I wound up here. And honestly, you're celebrating a man who just talked to people, and you're celebrating a man now, like I said before, those kids will never see their dad again. That wife will never see her husband again. And you know what? You find it funny. And here to quote, Sam Hyde, nice little picture of him, which says, when we win, don't forget that these people want you broke, dead, your kids raped, and brainwashed. And they think it's funny. Well, I don't think it's funny. You want to celebrate and whatever, white people have been doing this, white people have been doing that, white people this, or Republicans this, and oh this, oh that, oh fuck off. Well, you know what? I do feel bad when somebody gets killed. I don't care if they're black or white. But right now, we gotta really keep our head on a swivel and really, really kind of come together right now. Because there's just some evil shit going on right now. So, Charlie, may you rest in peace. My prayers and thoughts go out to the family. God bless America. Good night and good luck. That's all I can say.